First up we have the Amuse S2000 GT1 Turbo. This is a handling build that's weak on straights. I took one pit stop for fuel on lap 6. The car feels nice winding through higher speed bends, but be careful, if you get more than one penalty, you may have trouble taking the win. In order to optimize video length, I've decided to include links for cartoons in the description instead of showing it as part of the video. Next is another handling build, but this time for Mercedes AMG GT R. It feels very similar to the Amuse. Slightly longer braking distances, but maybe a bit more speed around bends, I can't really tell. I don't know which of the two cars are better to use. Yes, I got a faster lap with this one, but I was racing cold with the Amuse and feeling much better with the AMG. It has more flexibility with the pit stop though, as it can do 8 laps without pitting. The Escudo for this track is more of a power build. It turns like a brick and has strong acceleration. However, it lacks top speed. I'd recommend that on your 6th or 7th lap you refuel and change tyres. It's not a bad choice for Tokyo if you're a fan of this car. Well, let's be honest, who isn't a fan of this car? If you're looking for a challenge, the Beetle is a good pick. The Beetle feels wobbly in every turn. It doesn't have strong power and is difficult to control. I mean, we threw a Porsche engine into a 66 Beetle. Could we really expect much different? This was a fun car to drive, but I would not recommend it if you're looking to grind cash efficiently. Pit on lap 7 to refuel and change tyres. Fuel map on 1. The BAC Mono has got to be the best handling car of the list. It feels very grippy and slides less than all other cars. It also has a small turning radius and a decent top end. If you're looking for an easy drive with great handling, this is it. Refuel on lap 7, you don't have to change tyres, but I did for my run, and keep your fuel map on 1. In about 2 minutes we've gone through 5 cars for this event. To make things concise, it takes a lot of time. Please support me by taking a second to click like on this video. Next, we have the VGT Aston Martin. This car was recommended by a lot of people, and I can see why. It has the second fastest hot lap of all the cars I've tested so far. But not only that, it's a turtle build, meaning it doesn't even have to go into the pit. Fuel map on 1 for the entire race and you're good. I'm going to go ahead and say that this is the best car to grind Tokyo with, out of the 18 I've tested. It holds a lot of speed through bends, it has good acceleration and top end, it feels like the perfect choice. I doubt we're going to find anything better. Also, to drive this at its full potential, you need to short shift at about 6900 revs. This is a leaderboard of all the cars I've tested for this event. In gold are the cars from today's video. I do think some cars are skewed to be higher or lower on the list than they should, as over time I've improved on the track. However, this will still give you a good indication of what's strong and what's not. Another car for an easy win is the Gr.4 legendary Alfa Romeo. It requires 1 pit stop to refuel. I took it on lap 8 with fuel map on 1. If you change your fuel map to 6, you might be able to finish without a pit stop, but I haven't tried it. It doesn't do anything as good as the Aston Martin, but it and the Gr.4 Subaru have been requested by a lot of viewers. I wonder which one does better. The Subaru is definitely more stable, it has a stronger top end and holds more speed in corners. One thing I'm not sure of is which one accelerates faster at lower speeds. I suspect the Subaru is the better car for this track overall, but I'm not certain as I did get the faster lap with the Alfa Romeo. Fuel consumption and tyre wear is practically identical among these cars, both can do about 9 laps with their fuel map on 1. I did a pit stop on lap 8 for fuel for both of these cars with no tyre change. And now we have the Nissan R33. This tune is very weak on straights, but it has potential for decent cornering. I had a very good lap with this car. Overall, I think it's a bit overrated by a great hot lap, but then again, it's very stable and predictable regardless of its lack of power. It has good fuel consumption and requires one pit stop for fuel. I took my pit stop on lap 7 with my fuel map on 1. If you prefer running Sardinia circuit to make money, click on this video to see a similar comparison of 18 cars on Sardinia circuit. I'll be uploading more car lists soon, so make sure to subscribe if you're interested.